of the endless gray, your silhouette a compass through the fray. In the whispers of the roads unnamed, we chase the flicker that the dark could never tame. Chasing light where the shadows plead, a fevered dream we swore to feed. Through canyons carved by borrowed time, we paint the dusk with the dawn we need. You're the tremor in the static hum, a spark defiant where the numb succumb. They swore we'd fade like ash in wind, but we're the blaze that outruns the end. Chasing light where the shadows plead, a fevered dream we swore to feed. Through canyons carved by borrowed time, we paint the dusk with the dawn we need. When the footprints fade and the sirens call, we'll write our names on the horizon's wall. A symphony of fragments half alive. Our scars outshine the stars we've yet to survive. Chasing light through the cracks we've sown, a legacy the void can't own. No night could claim the creed we write. This borrowed flame ignites the fight. We'll vanish where the road meets sky, chasing light, chasing light. We sailed the ache of uncharted tides, your pulse the North Star my compass defied. Through the static of 1,000 almost, we traced the shape of what the void almost lost. Chasing love through the silent storm, a fevered vow our bones have sworn. No anchor could hold what the currents design. We're the drift and the line that collide. Crack in the hourglass sand, a thief of time with a thief's gentle hand. to scars we've kissed. We'll navigate by the ache they've missed. A language of hunger, too raw to deny. This love is the bruise that outlives the why. Chasing love through the cracks we've claimed, a reckoning the heavens never named. No altar could frame what we've torn and redesigned. This chase is the shrine, we're the sign. We'll haunt the roads where the lost align, chasing love. We walk the edge where the sirens sleep. Your voice a lantern in the deep. Through the ruins of a borrowed rhyme, we stitched a dawn from the teeth of time. Defying the darkness, we're echoes in the fray. A fractured symphony the void couldn't sway. Let the earth unravel, let the heavens resign. We're the architects of ash and the design. You're the crack in the algorithm's lie, a spark that outran the gods goodbye. They wrote our end in the dust of the years, but we're the ink that rewrites the fears. Defying the darkness, we're echoes in the fray. A fractured symphony the void couldn't sway. Let the earth unravel, let the heavens resign. We're the architects of ash and the design. When the clocks forget and the prophets bleed, we'll plant our flags where the shadows recede. A chorus of ghosts with a riot to keep. This love is the wound that outlived us, the sleep. Defying the darkness, no requiem allowed. A wildfire's hymn screamed into the crowd. No grave could contain what we've dared to engrave. This defiance won't cave. It's the way. We'll burn when the blindfolds dissolve. forget, and the prophets bleed. We'll plant our flags where the shadows recede. A chorus of in the static of a fractured world, your hands trace the cracks where the light still swirls, where the echo in the void's cold creed, a promise whispered where the frayed edges bleed. Never lets go, an anchor in the storm's cruel dance, a constellation sown by borrowed chance. Let the chaos rise, let the galaxy scream, where the pulse in the silence, the unbroken dream. The unbroken dream. You're the code in the system's collapse, a rhythm that thrums where the map overlaps. They swore we'd fade with the debt we're owed, but we're the debtors who never fold. Never lets go, an anchor in the storm's cruel dance, a constellation sown by borrowed chance. Let the chaos rise, let the galaxy scream, with the pulse in the silence, the unbroken dream. When the script dissolves and the screens turn gray, we'll rewrite the night with the vows we betray, a symphony of scars too raw to erase. This love is the ghost that outruns its grave. Guitar on a fractured earth, your laughter tore down the lines of worth. In the rubble of the borders they built, we found a language where the silence spilled. No walls between us, just the pulse of the unknown, a bridge of breath where the seeds are sown. Let the sirens scream, let the empires divide. We're the ink bleeding through the other side. Compass in the lawless night, a thief of rules rewriting wrong to right. They tried to cage us in their borrowed grids, but we're the ghosts who dance where the lid won't fit. No walls between us, just the pulse of the unknown, a bridge of breath where the seeds are sown. Let the sirens scream, let the empires divide. We're the ink bleeding through the other side. When the judges fade and the treaties rust, we'll carve our vows in the dust of trust. A tattoo of whispers too fierce to erase. This love is the wound that heals into grace. We're the sign, we'll vanish where the scriptures blur. No walls, no walls.